Welcome back to the Unwanted podcast. This is episode 11. Very excited for this to be recording this podcast. A lot of stuff has happened over the past week from the last time I recorded a podcast. A lot of drama, a lot of news, just a lot of headlines that I can't wait to get into. And just very excited to touch on these topics. Also, I just wanted to just to kind of announce this, just so you guys are aware. I might be getting sponsors soon. I've been contacting a lot of businesses, a lot of brands, and just been trying to get sponsors, and I'm in the talks right now. So I just want to make it clear for when there's sponsors on my podcast, I'll make it clear, I'll make sure, I'll tell you guys when I'll be doing a sponsor. So if you want, skip through it or just, or just listen to it, because I don't think my sponsors would want me to say that. Skip through that's just well, I mean, yeah, but the thing is, with the sponsors I get, I will what's called I'll be choosing good stuff. I'm able to choose what kind of sponsors I want to have, and these are products that I will use and 100% support. I will not be just chasing the bag and being like, oh, I never use this. Like, say it's like, I don't know, let's say like it's a wig company or something. I won't be doing those type of sponsors because it's not something I can relate to or something I don't know, fully support. So I won't be doing stuff like that. But if it's like, something like healthy, like if it's like, I don't know, like let's say like I'm trying to think. Well, you know what I mean. Like just something like healthy, something that's like good for you. I like what's that called? The Shave Club, After Shave Club, like stuff like that. Like stuff that will keep you happy, will keep you feeling satisfied, like stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna do a sponsor that I don't believe in. So you know what I mean? If you choose to listen to the sponsor and if you choose to get their product, not only does it benefit me, but it benefits you because now you're aware of this new product and that you may have never heard of. So this could really, benefit really everyone in many ways. But apart from that, I just wanted to make it clear. So yeah, just keep on the lookout for maybe the next podcast because I'm still in the talks. Um, so yeah, so I've found a lot of topics to talk about for this podcast. That there's just so many. I'm sure you guys probably know. Obviously based on the thumbnail and based on the title. But there's just so many. Starting off, I'm gonna go down the list of topics. Starting off with Elon Musk buys Twitter for $44 billion. Crazy. Elon Musk now privately owns Twitter. And it's crazy because all of this was public. You know what I mean? Like all of this was like we saw this happening in live time. You know what I mean? Like Elon Musk got 10% on Twitter and then he offered, Twitter, for like a certain amount of money. I think it was like $24 a share. And then Twitter was like, nah, we can't do that. And then Elon was like $44 billion. And Twitter was like, all right, hold up. All right, we're listening. And now he owns Twitter. So that's crazy. And I will get into that. Also a big topic. I was like debating which one I should have put first. This is also big. Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, the trial case. Yeah. If you're not really aware, I'll obviously be getting into that. And I'm just explaining the ongoing trial case from 2018 to now, about defamation. But I'll get into that later on. But huge topic. It really re-sparked this year, but this all begun in 2018. For the same reasons as well. So we also have Kim Kardashian versus Roblox. that's one hell of a title right there. Her going against the fucking juggernaut Roblox. You know what I mean? Threatening to sue Roblox. I believe also for defamation. Which I don't quite really understand on why she considers it defamation when there's no video to be leaked, just a title, and anyone can create that type of title as clickbait for, obviously for clickbait, so people can, click on their server. But yeah, I'll get into that later. We also have the Celtics sweeping. Actually, let me be more specific. Okay. I apologize. Oh, the Boston Celtics. I forgot what the Celtics were from. So we have the Boston Celtics sweeping the Brooklyn Nets. Insane. If you paid attention to any of those games, dude, fucking insane. The playoffs are going crazy right now. Yeah, we also have the playoff NBA games and predictions. My predictions, obviously, mixed with statistics, kind of like projections from NBA analysts on what they believe. Also, who's gonna win? Not only the playoffs, but who's gonna win it all? You know what I mean? Who's gonna win the NBA championship? Who's gonna win a ring this year? I obviously have a team in mind, which I'll get into later. But for those who know, we also have China, not the country China, but the woman China, suing the Kardashian family. Yeah, a lot of Kardashian drama, if you couldn't tell already by the thumbnail. We have Bad Baby claiming she makes $50 million on OnlyFans, but not just claiming, she has the receipts. So that's a fucking bag right there, dude. 50 mil. She's 19. Insane. And for the last topic, we have the baby Walmart shooting video surfaces by Rolling Stone. They released footage from 2018 of the baby tragically killing someone, claiming it was self-defense. But based on the video, I guess you can make your own, hypothesis. But yeah, I don't think it was really self-defense based on that video. But yeah, let's get right into the topics. So for today's topic, we have the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial case. So so Johnny Depp's defamation case against Amber Heard continues Monday. There's a lot of testimonies going on, and just to remind you guys, all of this is happening live. Like all these trial cases were happening live. Like, obviously the videos are now up on YouTube, but when they were first going up on YouTube, they were happening live. Like, you saw just everything. It just, I don't get whose decision that was and the reason being, but it was happening live, and it's just I don't know, it's just kind of weird, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, this seems like it should be a private thing, right? Like, you wouldn't want people to hear. Like, obviously there'll be statements going out to the public, obviously to the media and to entertainment, but like, for live footage of the trial case, of the people involved in this, the lawyers, the attorneys, everyone, the judge, the victims, all that. It's crazy. And as most know, there's a hashtag trending. It's been trending for a couple days, maybe for a week now. and that hashtag is justice for Johnny Depp, or justice for Johnny, or justice for Depp, however you wanna phrase that. Basically, just justice for Johnny Depp. So based on that, you see that a lot of people are in support of Johnny Depp. Just seeing that he's being falsely accused, basically defamation on Johnny Depp, and that's why Johnny Depp is as well suing. And for those who really don't understand this situation has been going since 2018, like I said earlier. So this thing is really so it all started when Amber Heard accused of Johnny Depp of abusing her and threatening her and hitting her and all that. And obviously Johnny Depp, he claims that those weren't true. And he showed like receipts of like texts of like, how he was like texting her fine and stuff. And she was also like, because there's some leaked text on where Johnny Depp was like, I want to do stuff to your throat. But then his girlfriend was like, she also played along. She's like, yeah, this throat is yours. And, you're going to be the death of me, but I love you for that or whatever. And then Johnny Depp was like, I'm going to do stuff to your throat that does not include injury, which is, you can pick them apart. You can pick apart like certain stuff. Like you can be like, this is weird. But again, every couple has their own, way of talking to each other. So we can obviously judge, but really what good does that do? Because we all have, we all have our kinks. We all have, the way we talk to our, love partner and, tell them, sensual stuff, So, yeah, so I really do believe that's what they were doing. I don't think Johnny Depp was really trying to do any harm to her. This was just the way they spoke, to show, express their love for one another. And and also what's it called? I think Johnny Depp is also suing her because she had as he puts it, Amber Heard placed her human fecal matter on his side of the bed, which is just like insane. And it's even more insane because on Twitter, a lot of women was like, "Oh yeah, I have friends that, like best friends that also do that to their boyfriend or to their exes," and it's just like, holy shit! Like this is like I wouldn't say a common thing amongst women because I don't want to put women in a box, like that. But there's a large percentage, to say the least, of women that actually defecate on their ex's bed. And a lot of people can have their reasons. You can be like, because there's reasons for everything, right? Because people can be like, oh, that's too far. And which I do think is too far. But there's always a reason. And I think Amber Heard was, in this situation, she was the one at wrong for doing that. You know what I mean? But that's just like, and thing is, the picture leaked. Like if you search up Amber Heard's defecation or Amber Turd, you'll see it, and she fucking laid a steamer, dude. That shit was fucking hella wet. But yeah, but she claims that wasn't her poo, and that's, I don't want to say poo, but that she claims that wasn't her defecation. It's that and it was from the Yorkie that they had. But the Yorkie that they have is a teacup, like it's super small. It's a small Yorkie, and that defecation was pretty large. So I don't think that thing came out of a Yorkie, a teacup Yorkie. You know what I mean? A lot of people are saying that it's her, and I'm one of those people. I really do believe that she did that. And it's just it's crazy because Johnny Depp, he's like, apart from all this defecation, story things I'm talking about, but he said he wanted to do be he wanted to do the role of the Pirates of the Caribbean. He wanted to play Jack Sparrow again, just to like finish it once and for all. But he said after this shit, like going through this shit, he just said like he just lost the motivation to do that. And it's just so sad because that would have been so dope, because it doesn't even confirm that we're going to do that. And then, Johnny Depp, he got in the trial case, he was going through shit. He's like, dude, I just don't feel motivated to do this shit. He just felt bad. And I was like, fuck sakes, dude. Like, fuck Amber, bro. Like, she literally ruined it for all of us, bro. Fuck her. Yeah, so there's a continuous defamation trial in a Virginia court with proceedings set to resume. Depp is suing Heard, his ex-wife, for $50 million over a 2018 op-ed she wrote for the Washington Post, in which she described herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse. I mean, that just shows the crazy in her fucking head, that she's literally claiming that she is that when she is completely in the wrong, and just, you know what I mean? Just like, that's just like lunatic to say. You know what I mean? Like, knowing you're in the wrong, but just fucking claiming that you're a public figure representing domestic abuse. And the thing is, she doesn't have like any sort of proof. She has no proof. She has no receipts. She just claims this. When it comes to facing the judge, going to court, you have to have receipts, because it's so hard to believe you when you don't have receipts. You have to have your receipts, dog. And that's very important. This is just like, this is really the message. You have to back your shit up. If you're going to say something, you have to back it up. You know what I mean? And this goes with anything. You know what I mean? Though Depp was not named in the article, so I'm reading off of CNN. If you're curious on what I'm reading off, so this is all factual shit. Like, this is all well written, well analyzed. Though Depp was not in the named article, he claims it cost him lucrative acting roles. Yeah, I mean, when was the last time you saw Johnny Depp in a movie? Exactly. It's just crazy, This is really how he makes a living. Both Heard and Depp, who met in 2009 and were married from 2015 to 2016, accused the other of acts of physical violence during the relationship. They have both denied the other's claims. The former couple settled their divorce in August 2016, releasing a joint statement which read in part, "Our relationship was intensely passionate and at times volatile, but always bound by love." The trial, which started on April 11th, is set to last 6 weeks. Heard has not yet testified. Depp began his testimony on April 19, and he expected to continue being cross-examined by Heard's attorney on Monday. Okay. So some frequent arguments that occurred during the trial. Heard alleged in 2016 that Depp was verbally and physically abusive to her, according to a complaint she filed that year. Alleging Depp bruised her face after throwing a phone at her in their Los Angeles home. Depp denied the allegation and was not charged with any crime. Depp testified Tuesday that the couple frequently argued, but said, "Never that I myself reached the point of striking Miss Heard in any way, nor I have ever struck a woman in my life." Audio recordings of some of their heated exchanges have been played in court, including one in which Heard discussed striking Depp. Dude, there was an audio, did you hear that? And there's an audio recording of Amber Heard striking Johnny Depp, meaning she fucking hit him in some way. So there's proof of that, but there's no proof of Johnny Depp hitting Amber Heard. It's just like, isn't this all a coincidence? Like, don't we see who's the real abuser in the situation? You know what I mean? And the thing is, bro, Johnny Depp kept all this secret. Like, he wasn't suing her over doing that. But now she's flipping the story and saying that, oh, Johnny Depp struck me. And obviously, a lot of people are going to follow her. They're going to believe her because why? Because she's a woman. And men do have, probably say they do have a tendency of maybe doing that. Or just, because, men, a lot of men are fucking weird. So they're able to do shit like that. But in this case, specifically, she flips the role and says that Johnny Depp struck her, and obviously a lot of people are going to believe that because it's like, well, the woman's saying that, people are going to believe her, right? Just insane. Amber Heard speaks to, okay. You didn't get punched, you got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you, Heard purportedly said. Okay, so she says that she didn't punch him, but she did hit him. She said she apologizes. I hit you like that, but I did not punch you. A hit's a hit in my book. You know what I mean? I don't care if you punched him, if you fucking slapped him, if you fucking, did anything else. You fucking struck him in the face. Like you reached a point where you couldn't just say any words anymore. Like you couldn't express how you felt anymore through words, that you felt the need to express yourself in physical action. Like you had to hit him in order for you to feel like you express yourself thoroughly. Like that's insane. That's just, it's insane. Like you literally could not conjugate any words. Like you had no words to say. Like you just felt the need to strike someone. Laura Anderson, a clinical psychologist who worked with Depp and Heard in 2015 as their marriage counselor, testified in a video played in court on April 14 that Heard told her she had fought back after Depp would become physical. Anderson said the former couple engaged in what I saw as mutual abuse. Okay. So this is coming from a clinical psychologist. So this was the marriage counselor. A marriage counselor for Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Depp has also claimed he physically defended himself at times, speaking out on one incident in which Heard said her nose was injured. Depp said in court that his head connected with Heard's forehead while he was trying to restrain Heard. There was not an intentional headbutt, the actor said. Okay. The thing is, bro, it's like this is just my opinion, right? When your partner starts doing this shit, like, what makes you feel like you should stay there or you should try to work things out? For me, that's like an automatic red flag. I'm like, dude, I'm out. I can't place myself in these type of situations. I'm out. Like you're obviously not right in the head, not right for me in any way, because I'm not into this type of shit. And just like, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like what makes a person be like, yeah, let me try to, solve this shit out. Like, there's nothing to be solved. You know what I mean? The only solution is to get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? I don't know, dude. I don't know if I'm just different, bro. But that is not good. A severed finger. Depp testified that his finger was severed by shattered glass in 2015 after Heard allegedly threw a bottle of vodka at him. He sought medical care, but said in court that he told others at the same time that he injured his finger by slamming it in a door. So not only was Johnny Depp defending her, but he was even lying to people, being like, oh yeah, I just hit myself. Oh, I just slammed my finger on the door. Because he wanted to defend Amber Heard and not get her in trouble. But then she gets him in trouble by flipping the situation. Being like, oh, he hit me. He did this to me. And really, she was doing that to him. That's insane. I didn't want to disclose that it had been Miss Heard that had thrown a vodka bottle at me and then took my finger off, he said during his testimony. I didn't want to get her in trouble. I tried to just keep things as copacetic and easy as possible for everyone. I didn't want to put her into that mix. That's insane. He also displays the middle finger of his hand in court. Um, Obviously does not look the same because obviously the thing happened in 2015 on where she did that, but you know he is displaying it. Depp said he has had multiple surgeries to repair their finger and contracted uh, medicalin resistant Staphylococcus aureus. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. It's MRSA during recovery. It causes MRSA causes staph infections that are resistant to some antibiotics and often are difficult to treat. Dr. David Kipper, who has treated Depp, corroborated portions of Depp's story in a deposition played in court this week. Heard's lawyers have restrained statements Depp made to the ER doctors at the same time to argue that Depp cut off his own finger, and Depp denies this. Depp was also asked about his actions following his injury, including when he used his injured finger to write on the walls with a mixture of his blood and paint. Depp confirmed in court that he had done so. Okay, that's pretty weird. Yeah, so he used his injured finger to write on walls with a mixture of his blood and paint. And he also confirmed it. I just don't see the point of doing that. That's just, I don't know, dude. I mean, obviously the one wrong in the situation is Amber Heard, but you really can't deny that both of these fuckers are fucking weird as shit. You know what I mean? Like, they're both kind of equally weird. Just one's more, abusive than the other. That's just yeah. Match made in heaven, you can probably consider. Okay, so as far as text messages, Heard's attorney Ben Roddenberry introduced several text messages Depp sent to friends and staff members as evidence on Thursday, one of which referenced Heard's rotting corpse. Depp testified he was embarrassed by the messages read in court and said he uses dark humor at times to express himself. Okay. Other text messages were shared in which Depp discusses drug use and alcohol use with friends like actor Paul Bettany and musician Marilyn Manson. Okay. So as far as the Pirates of the Caribbean, as Depp's lawsuit focuses on the damage that has been done to his once lucrative career, some conversation was focused on the Pirates of the Caribbean, the popular franchise that Depp led for the 5 films over 15 years. Roddenberry, Heard's lawyer, argued that Depp was aware he was likely out of the 6th film or that Disney would drop or shrink his role in it prior to the publication of Heard's op-ed. Depp denied this. I would be a real simpleton to not think that there was an effect on my career based on Miss Heard's words, whether they mentioned my name or not, Depp said on the stand. Depp sheepishly admitted in his testimony that he has not seen the first film in the Pirates franchise. He said, "However, I believe in the character wholeheartedly." However, when he asked by Roddenberry if Disney came to you with $300 million and $1 million alpacas, nothing on earth would get you back and work with Disney on a Pirates of the Caribbean film, correct? That is true, Mr. Roddenberry, Depp replied. Okay, so so Johnny Depp said that he's never gonna return to his role as Jack Sparrow again. It's pretty sad, I'm not gonna cap, but that's insane. Like, Johnny Depp has never seen the first film of the Pirates of the Caribbean, and he's fucking in it. That I don't know, dude. I feel like you have so much time in your hands to like watch your own films. That's so insane. He claims that he has never seen the first movie of the Pirates of the Caribbean that he was in. That's insane to me. Depp added on his career, "One day you're Cinderella, so to speak, and then in 0.6 seconds you're Quasimodo." Quasimodo. I didn't deserve that, and nor did my children, nor did the people who have believed in me all these years. Okay, so that's basically it for that. Um, yeah, so just a summary. Just give my little summary of all this. Obviously, it's a pretty messy situation. But yeah, dude, it's just like from all that evidence, from all that being said, I really do think Amber Heard is the abuser in this situation, and she really is in the wrong. I feel like she's suing for the wrong reasons, and I'm not trying to say that Johnny Depp is all good either. 'Cause I mean, like for one, he's fucking best friends with Marlon Manson, um, which is automatically a red flag as well. And he fucking also wrote shit on the wall with his blood from his finger mixed with paint. That's also weird like behavior. So obviously they're both pretty weird, but like I said, Amber Heard does seem more abusive in the situation, and you know, they're both into like weird shit. So I don't know, man. Just like I really, I really, I just hope for the best for them. They obviously they should not be together, and honestly, yeah, I really do think justice for Johnny Depp because he has lost so many opportunities just because of this situation. This ongoing situation for years, and this has really put a negative effect on Johnny Depp because, like I said, what other movies have you seen him in? Other than like Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever else he did. I think he did Rango. I think he played as Rango. I think he voiced him. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. I just really can't think of anything else. And he's a really great actor, so it's just it's very sad to see that, but this type of shit could really take the energy out of someone, so yeah, best of luck. Just get right into the next topic. So for the next topic for today, we have Elon Musk buying Twitter and taking it private. Okay, this is huge news, dude. Because Elon Musk, bro. It's just like when you see him, when you just hear about him, you're like, what can't he do? He created PayPal. He sold that shit. Now he's buying Twitter. He owns Tesla. He has his own space company. His own underground, tunnel shit that he has going on. He just has so much shit going on that it's just like, it's so hard to keep up with him because he's doing so much. But now he owns Twitter and he's taking it private. And, he has a lot of reasons for doing that. For one, from the top, I can just think of right away. He wants to get rid of the bots on Twitter, because there's a lot of bots, messing up Twitter's algorithm, doing bad shit. So that's one of his goals, to eliminate it. Hopefully he puts Twitter back on the map because me personally, I really enjoy Twitter. Twitter is where I get a lot of information, and I love seeing tweets. I love, I know there's a lot of trolls on Twitter, but I kind of enjoy it because I like stealing some of their memes. I like stealing some of the pictures that they use. I like commenting. I just like sharing my opinion. I love discussing with people on Twitter. It's really, if you use it well, you can really, find something in it. Find some enjoyment, some entertainment from it. So, you know what I mean? That's why I really like it. So hopefully Elon Musk puts it back on the map and really puts free speech, first. Hopefully hopefully he brings back Donald Trump, so he can start tweeting again on Twitter, because I really do miss him, and I feel like a lot of people do miss him because, whenever you put Donald Trump in your title of something, you automatically get clicks. So a lot of people may not like him, but you can't deny that he brings a lot of attention. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, hopefully he brings him back. Hopefully Kanye comes back. Not that Kanye was banned or anything, but he just stopped using it for whatever reason. But now that his fucking best friend Elon Musk owns it, hopefully Kanye is like, fuck it, I'm gonna come back on Twitter and just say how I feel to everyone, because I wasn't really on Twitter around the time Kanye West was really like using it oftenly, because here and there I see like what's it called? I see like screenshots of his tweets on Instagram of just like quotes and shit that he made, and I really enjoy him, So hopefully he comes back and does that shit, because I really miss that guy. So let me just read off the main shit, and the main shit that and what it really means that Elon Musk owns Twitter. You get an idea. So Twitter board of directors unanimously agreed to Musk's offer to purchase the social media platform at a price of $44 billion, the company announced on Monday. The deal brings arguably the internet's most influential platform under the control of one of the world's richest people, Elon Musk. A prolific Twitter user, he has repeatedly decried efforts to moderate speech on the surface. Elon Musk says free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. He said this in a statement posted to Twitter. I also want to make Twitter better than ever by enhancing the product with new features, making the algorithms open source to increase trust, defeating the spam bots, and authenticating all humans. Twitter has tremendous potential. I look forward to working with the company and the company of users to unlock it. Twitter stockholders will receive $54.20 in cash for each share of Twitter common stock once the transaction closes. It's a 38% premium to Twitter's closing stock price on April 1st, the last trading day before Musk disclosed his approximately 9% stake in Twitter. Okay. The Twitter board conducted a thoughtful and comprehensive process to assess Elon's proposal with a deliberate focus on value certainty and financing, said Twitter board chair Brett Taylor in a statement. The proposed transaction will deliver a substantial cash premium, and we believe it is the best path forward for Twitter stockholders. It was first revealed in April that Musk had acquired a 9% stake in Twitter, making it one of the big company's biggest shareholders since then. Musk and the company have engaged in something of a corporate battle over the future of the company, with Musk briefly agreeing to join the board, later announcing an acquisition offer, and Twitter looking to stop Musk's acquisition with a corporate maneuver known as a poison pill, which is meant to block takeover efforts. The poison pill was seen as a stopgap measure to prevent Musk from purchasing the social media platform. The pill, known as a shareholder rights plan, would have prevented Musk from purchasing more than 15% of Twitter shares on the open market by triggering a provision to allow Twitter to sell more shares, diluting the value of Musk's holdings. But on April 20th, Musk filed a securities document showing that he had obtained financing agreements worth $46.5 billion from a group of banks led by Morgan Stanley to complete a potential transaction that may have put pressure on Twitter boards to more seriously consider Musk's bid. Twitter shares had lost some 17% of their value between the time current CEO Parag Agrawal was announced as the social media platform's newest chief in April 14 when Musk revealed his outsized ownership stake. Jack Dorsey, who co-founded Twitter and was its CEO until stepping down in November, celebrated the move, saying that the company has been owned by Wall Street and the ad model, and that taking it back, it is correct first step. In principle, I don't believe anyone should own or run Twitter, Dorsey said. It wants to be a public good at a protocol level, not a company. He called Musk the singular solution to that problem and said Elon's goal of creating a platform that is maximally trusted and broadly inclusive is the right one. That's amazing. That's really amazing. He really, even Jack Dorsey, not only does he, express his support for it, but he really believes in it. He really believes that Elon Musk is the only person. He's the singular solution. Like, there's no company, there's no brand that really can run Twitter other than Elon Musk himself. He's the only person that can, do all these features and shit. That's dope. Lori Berner, senior portfolio manager for financial services group Thrivent's large cap growth fund, which holds about $160 million of Twitter shares, told NBC that given his record at Tesla, Musk would be able to serve as a catalyst for delivering strong performance at Twitter. Thrivent is also a Tesla shareholder. I think that Elon is very transparent about his plans and his strategy, Berner said. In a statement following news of the acquisition, Derek Johnson, president of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, struck a cautious tone. Do not allow Twitter to become a petri dish for hate speech or falsehoods that subvert our democracy. Johnson said in part, protecting our democracy is of utmost importance, especially as the midterm elections approach. Facts. Mr. Musk lives are at risk, and so is American democracy. So, a lot of people are just, they're just trying to make him aware. They're just trying to, be like, you have a huge responsibility. I mean, it's kind of like, it's kind of like what people say to like superheroes. It's like, with power comes great responsibility. That's initially just what it is, or what they're trying to say to Elon Musk. Elon Musk owns a shit ton of companies. I think he knows a little, and he's also the richest person in the world. So I think, he knows a little bit of, maintaining his power and just knowing that, with great responsibility comes, with great power comes great responsibility. He's I could say he's a very responsible guy. He has fucking what? He has like 8 kids. You think you would think that he knows a thing or two of responsibility and shit. You know what I mean? Honestly, this is great news for me. Personally, I love Elon Musk, and I love that he really took matter into his own hands. He saw that Twitter was crumbling. So he's just like, you know what? I think it's better if I fucking buy it and fucking do what I believe, is best for it. And, what he believes it really is what is better for it. You know what I mean? And even Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, can agree with that. And that's really dope. You know what I mean? Because it's like, this is really a big step into something huge, Because, and I want to see how this, turns out in a couple days. Because, this was very recent. Literally happened on Monday. So I really want to see how this turns out. I want to see what things he does. Because I think as far as right now, there's not much that has happened. I think Twitter is kind of the same right now. But I want to see progressively how shit changes and how much of a difference, it makes now that Elon Musk owns Twitter privately owned. I'm very excited because, Elon Musk does tweet a lot. So I want to see, I'll keep you guys updated. If I need to put Elon Musk back in the thumbnail, I will, 100%. You know what I mean? Not only to get clicks, but, just to update you guys. if you're like missing out or you haven't seen, these parts of the news. Because honestly, me reading all this shit, I didn't know some of this, so I'm happy that I have the responsibility to let you guys know what's going on. Because it also it puts me on to this shit. So it's a really dope thing. But dude, Elon Musk announced Twitter, and I can keep saying that, and every time I say it, dude, I'm just like I'm like gasp. I'm like literally just my mouth is wide open, bro. Like I'm just like so surprised about this, because I got into Twitter somewhat recently, like maybe October of last year. So like that's crazy. This is crazy to me. But yeah, honestly, that's really much it about this topic. So let's get right into the next one. So for the next topic for today, we have Kim Kardashian versus Roblox. That's one hell of a fucking title right there, eh? Kim Kardashian, a single person, is going against a fucking juggernaut gaming company or gaming. What would you call it? Gaming company, right? Roblox. Yeah, I would call it a gaming company, or management or whatever. I mean, okay. So the situation, obviously, there's a video online where it shows I believe it's Saint, their son Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's son Saint West going to Kim Kardashian with his iPad, being like, "Look, mommy, you're in the game," and and Kim, turns and like, "Oh yeah, I am," like jokingly, like he'd be like, "Oh yeah," like kind of implying that like, "Oh, I'm not in the game," you know what I mean? But he's like, "No, look, you're in the game, mommy. Look, mommy, look," just like constantly poking at her to like look at the iPad, and then and then eventually she turns around and looks, and she sees her crying emoji face. She's like, "Oh my god, this is so funny." Just like, she's like, "This is so weird." And then she sees the title, and the title was Kim Kardashian second leaked sex tape, some shit like that. And then she was just like, "Wait, oh my god, what the fuck?" Like she was just like so baffled by it. And then she let her, then Kim let her what's it called, sister know, Khloe Kardashian, because she claimed that Khloe knows more about the whole game shit and just like the new wave of gaming and shit. She goes to her and tells her that. She's like, "Oh my god, look at this game. This game is based on my second sex tape or some shit." Then Khloe was like, "Oh, it's not a game, it's just a server on Roblox." And then Kim was like, "Well, thank God Saint can't read yet. He's 6 years old." He's like, "Oh, thank gosh he can't read yet. Otherwise he would have fucking, seen some shit. I don't know. Or he would have like questioned it. Like, what the fuck? Like my mom's sex tape?" And yeah, and then there's another clip of her like crying to Kanye, I believe, being like, "Oh my god, I don't know what the fuck happened." And then she was like, "Dude, I'm gonna sue this shit. I'm gonna destroy Roblox to the ground." She's gonna sue the shit out of him. And that's pretty much it. If you weren't put on to that yet, there's a video online, like I said. So obviously the video is better than my breakdown of it. So what do I think about that? I think Kim Kardashian is fucking nuts. I mean, it just kind of like it's kind of inevitable. You know what I mean? Like your son, your kids, whatever, they're gonna find out eventually. You know what I mean? Like you can like, and I doubt you're gonna take away social media and shit, because Kim Kardashian has made it very clear that she wants her daughter to make her own decision. Like she wants her kids to make their own decisions. Like if they want to be on social media, so it be. You know what I mean? Because North even has a TikTok, and Kim Kardashian is in support of it. So she's very, very, supportive of her kids being on social media and all that shit. So I mean, they're gonna find out eventually. Obviously, I know saying he's 6 years old, that's very young for him to find out. And that's a good thing he can't read, so otherwise he would have read that, and that's, that would have been pretty bad. But it's kind of inevitable, like I said. And it's just like, even if it's not true, I mean, and Kim Kardashian also says she wants to sue Roblox. But it's not Roblox's fault because, people have the right to make servers based on what they want that fit the Roblox rules. Like, obviously they can't be like the porn server. They can't do that because it goes against Roblox's rules to do shit like that. Obviously, I know a lot of people find ways around that, but you can't put bad words in the title. You know what I mean? I believe there's like moderators that search through shit and they'll just take your shit off, right? But now I think Kardashian is blocked from being used in Roblox. Like, now you can't type it in. That's what I saw on an article, and also the server that they found, it wasn't a sex tape. It was just a title. I think the game itself, it's nothing bad. It was just like Kim Kardashian's crying face. Like, it was like pictures of Kim Kardashian's crying face in the game, but it was really just a title. Like, there was no sex tape being played in the game. It was just her. It was just her face. It was really just clickbait to gain attention to that server, to get more visitors and shit. But yeah, I mean, I don't think you can really sue Roblox over that shit. It just, like, it's not Roblox's fault. It's that guy who created the game, and Roblox has also made a statement that they banned the guy who made that game, which is I guess fair enough. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of, in a way, defamation. But yeah, that is a pretty funny situation. Yeah, so Kim Kardashian threatened to sue Roblox after a game claiming to offer an unreleased sex tape appeared on the platform. Roblox, a gaming platform with countless player-made games, featured one that used Kardashian's face as clickbait while claiming to have unseen footage of a sex tape featuring the star. On the latest episode of The Kardashians, as reported by Polygon, Kardashian's 6-year-old Saint saw the advertisement and showed it to his mother, who later said, "I have all the time and all the money and all the resources to burn them to the fucking ground." That's her exact quote. Roblox has since banned the developer of the game and denied its platform ever featured the sex tape. A spokesperson said the reference video was never available on our platform. We have strict moderation and policies to protect our community, including zero tolerance for sexual content of any kind which violates our community rules. The text reference to the tape that got around other filters was quickly taken down and unfortunately visible only to an extremely small number of people on the platform. Yeah, just the text. The text was shown to people. We also swiftly took down the associated experience and banned the community developer involved with the incident. Kardashian described the incident to her ex-husband Kanye West in the episode, saying it's not okay, it's not on Roblox, saying it was on Roblox yesterday, and a fucking thing popped up and he started laughing and was like, "Mommy, look. It was a picture of my crying face. It was a game that someone made on Roblox and said Kim's new sex tape when you clicked on it." It's far from the game's first controversy. Roblox was sued for $200 million last year over unauthorized song use, has seen a user banned and sued for posting terrorist threats, and oh shit, and has notably seen a number of mass shooting recreations hosted. Holy fuck, dude. Roblox is on another level, dude. There's fucking mass shooting recreations on Roblox. And this fucking people are posting terrorist threats. Dude, what is Roblox on, bro? There's mass shooting, dude. There's like a story mode of It was Sandy Hook and Roblox, dude. What? Oh my god, bro. Which character would you want to be? He was like, you want to be the shooter or you want to be the victim? No, because I play Roblox with my little brothers, bro. Like, I know this shit. I know there's story modes and shit. And there's like a game called Murder Mystery where you can be the killer or you can be the victim. So, dude, Roblox, so in these mass shooting recreations, you can literally do that. You can be the killer or you can be the victim and you run away from the killer and try to find, like, the exit. And if you find the exit, you win the game. Dude, that is insane that Roblox literally allowed this shit. They literally took this shit out last year, dude. Roblox has been around for fucking years. That is insane. There's little kids playing this shit. Roblox Corporation rolled out an ID verification service to help protect younger users. Oh my god, bro! I didn't know Roblox was on this level. Dude. That's insane. Holy fuck, bro. Dude, they're on a different level. Okay, so I mean, as far as that, yeah, Roblox is in the wrong. But as far as this whole Kim Kardashian incident, bro, I mean, but like, what else do you want? Like, the developer of that game got banned. You know, he's not allowed back in Roblox. What else do you want to do? You're gonna sue Roblox? Like, that's insane. You know what I mean? Because Roblox had nothing to do with it. It was that developer who used Roblox platform to do that shit. You know what I mean? And obviously he was a small user, so it's gonna be very hard to find some shit like that. You know, as far as moderation, because it's a small user, and Saint somehow came across that shit. I have no idea how. You know what I mean? Maybe he searched up like Kim Kardashian, and that was one of the things on that game, or on, you know, through the server list. But like, that's insane. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing all the topics because there's just so many topics, and I have some places to go. So, let's just, you know, try to run through this shit, and maybe I'll talk about other topics on the next podcast. So for the next topic for today, we have this is a quick one. This is the Celtics sweeping the Brooklyn Nets. That's insane. The Boston Celtics sweep the Brooklyn Nets. Complete 4 game with the last game 116 to 112. I'm just gonna say right now, dude, Jason Tatum is a fucking beast. Okay? Mark my words. Clip this. Fucking send it to Jason Tatum. Send it to East Pan, dude. Jason Tatum is a fucking beast, and Jason Tatum is better than KD. I said it. That should honestly be my title. Jason Tatum is better than KD. Fucking debate me. You know what I mean? Change my mind, like fucking, what's his name? Gay Crowder says. You know what I mean? Yeah, change my mind, bro. Jason Tatum is better than KD. You can't tell me otherwise. And this really just proved it. They swept the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets have KD, they have Blake Griffin, they have Kyrie Irving, they have monsters on their team. They lost. They not only did they lose, they got swept. And I understand Kyrie Irving wasn't his full self because he was he was fasting, he was doing his Ramadan. You know what I mean? So obviously he wasn't really feeling himself in the first 2 games, because I think in the last 2 games he was off it. You know, I think Ramadan had ended. So, you know, but even at that, he wasn't doing that good. You know what I mean? You know, because he was barely getting off fasting. So he has to fucking... Dude, imagine he has to, like, work out so much and he's not eating. That's insane. You can only drink water, as far as I know. I think that's what Ramadan is. You can only drink water, but you can't do anything else. Like, you can't drink smoothies. You can't do shit like that. That's insane. But, hey, you know, I can't judge that. But me personally, I don't feel like I can do that. But I can't hate on others for doing that. But, like, I don't know, dude. I feel like Kyrie really put his, you know, team down for doing that. Obviously, I respect it because, you know, it's his choice and it's his life. And Stephen A. even showed his support for it because it's like, dude, I mean, if he decides to do that, it's up to him. He's like, I agree with him. He should be able to do that shit. But like at the same time, it's kind of an excuse because now you are likely to lose because now you're fucking starving every time you play, and now you really can't, show your full potential. You know what I mean? He was even seen eating a banana. Kyrie Irving, he was seen eating a banana during the game just because he was like his fasting was over and he was like he wanted to get some food in him. Yeah, but that can really affect your game. You know what I mean? But even with KD, dude, KD wasn't fasting or doing any of that shit, but he wasn't putting really big numbers up there on the board. He was maybe averaging like, a few points a game, like maybe 15 points a game, and that's not much. When you're like an all-star player, when you're literally considered one of the greatest players to ever touch, the court, and you're averaging 15, that's not good. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they were putting up like maybe 25 plus a game. That's the type of numbers you need to be putting up, and they're averaging, and that's just points. They're putting up assists, they're putting up rebounds, maybe 5 plus in each category. Yeah, you got to do better, man. And it's sad to see this. I don't know if I said this in the other podcast, but my theory that this was gonna go to like a game 7. I thought Celtics versus the Nets was gonna be like an all-out war, kind of how like the Timberwolves and Grizzlies are doing right now. But it really wasn't, and it's really a tragedy to see that. But I'm a huge fan of the Celtics, so I'm very happy about this. I really want to see a Celtics versus the Warriors as an NBA championship, but and I kind of really just said my theory. So I think my theory for the NBA championship is going to be, in order for the Celtics to go against the Warriors have to beat the Grizzlies or whoever wins between the Timberwolves and the Grizzlies, and I think the Celtics have to beat the Bucks or the Heat or whatever team wins. I think it's gonna be Celtics versus the Bucks and the Warriors versus the Grizzlies. I think the Warriors are gonna win. The Warriors are gonna beat the Grizzlies, so that's locked in for the championship. And then the Celtics are gonna beat the Bucks. I think the Celtics may beat the Bucks. I really do believe that. So I think the NBA championship is gonna be the Warriors versus the Celtics, or the Warriors versus the Bucks. Either of those two. But my final thing is Warriors versus the Celtics as the NBA championship, and I think the Warriors are gonna win it all. If I'm being quite honest. So yeah, those are my predictions. But yeah, Jason Tatum scored 29 in the last game. Jaylen Brown had 22. Boston Celtics completed a 4-game sweep in the Brooklyn Nets, becoming the first team to reach the second round of the playoffs with a 116-112 victory. Jason Tatum was stunned yet certain. He disagreed with his 6th foul, but had no doubt that the Boston Celtics, with their rock-solid defense, would hold on without their scoring star. Yeah, dude, the Boston Celtics defense was incredible. You know what I mean? Tatum said, couldn't believe it at all, but I think that's what we built. I think that's what we're built for. Exactly. They might be built for a championship. Yeah. Marcus Smart added 20 points and 11 assists for the number 2 seeded Celtics, who made easy work of what was thought could be a tough series. Boston will wait for the winner of the series between Milwaukee and Chicago, where the defending championship Bucks hold a 3-1 lead. Yeah. The Celtics showed no fear for the Nets, who with Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving didn't have the profile of the typical low seed. Boston won the final day of the regular season instead of losing to fall down to the standings and avoid the matchup. Turns out there was no reason to worry. It's funny to us because we don't duck and dodge anybody. Smart said, "We knew what we were going to come in here and do." Durant had 39 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds, breaking free after the Celtics had defended them well in the first 3 games, but he couldn't get the Nets to win. They needed to extend instead goes down as a massive failure of the season. Yeah, because Durant can't, hold the team down like that. One person can't hold down a team. You need teamwork. That's why teamwork is essential. You need your team helping you out, not one person. One person can't do it all. I'm sorry to say that. And we've seen it with Nikola Jokic. You know what I mean? They won one game, fair enough. But they're in a 3-1 lead right now. I mean, they're in a 1-3 lead right now. You know what I mean? They've won one game, and the Warriors have won 3 games. So that just, and Nikola Jokic is putting up points. He's putting up big points. But that's not enough. Why? Because you need your team to help you out. One person can't do it all. You know, the Warriors, they have Stephen Curry, they have Draymond Green, they have Klay Thompson, they have Jordan Poole, they have Andrew Wiggins helping them out. You know what I mean? They have a team. They have people, built for this shit. So that's why they're better. And the Celtics also have that. Celtics are a team as well. They work as a team. They don't work as a solo player. They're not like, oh, just pass it to Jason Tatum or just pass it to Jaylen Brown. They work as a team, and that's why they're incredible with each other. So yeah, that's very sad to see. But hey, that's the game, and that's what it is. As far as playoff games, let me see here. Who do we have playing? As far as the playoff games, I think the 76ers are going to beat the Raptors. Probably 4-2. The Mavericks. Luka Doncic is back in the Mavs. I thought he was injured. He might still be injured, but he's now putting up points. They literally fucking won by like a 20-plus lead on Monday's game against the Jazz. I think the Mavs are going to beat the Jazz. I think it might be like a Game 6 win. And the 76ers, a Game 6 win as well. Heat versus the Hawks. I had the Hawks at first, but now I have the Heat because the Heat are just an amazing team. I think Heat's gonna win Game 6 as well. Timberwolves versus the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are gonna win Game 7. And now that Devin Booker's out of the Suns, the Pelicans are gonna win Game 7. Because I think that's the only way they can fully win. So a Game 7 win. And yeah, those are my predictions. Let me know if you agree or not. But these are my predictions. And yeah, I had a lot of more stuff to talk about, but I really got passionate and carried away with the other topics that I had for today. Like the main topics I had for today. So, yeah, that's really the podcast. I'm sorry I couldn't really get to the topics, but I have a haircut appointment at 1:30 and it's almost 1, so I have to get ready. So yeah, once again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, for listening to my opinions, my takes, the truth, just really a breakdown of topics that happened this week. And yeah, just tune in. I have a lot of stuff planned out other than just the podcast. I have a lot of shit. Clothing line dropping soon, along with some other shit. So just keep a lookout. And a Want to Mine's on top, dude. A Want to Mine is I can't even say my own fucking brand name, dude. What the fuck? A Want to Mine is at top. A Want to Mine is the greatest, bro. Come on, baby. Let's go. This is the better number 1 podcast in the world. All right then. See you guys. Bye.